There he is. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. It's hotter than fucking the devil's ball sack here in Manteca.
I bet it is, bro. It's hot. It's hot here. It was hot here today, so I know over by you it's at least 10, like at least 7 degrees hotter. At least. What did you hit 100 today?
I think it was like 98. It's been
Okay.
like
Okay.
steady 98 for
Yeah,
like
we were like
days.
maybe 92, maybe at a high. So yeah, man. So how was your 4th of July, bro?
It was good, man. I had Justin over. I had some friends over. We
Nice.
barbecued. We drank. I threw up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Shit got real, dude.
Are you ready to talk today then or no?
Fuck yeah, man. I'm back at it. It's my first drink of the day since yesterday, so
Yeah,
cheers.
there you go, man. Cheers, buddy.
Boom.
What you got? Another Truly you going?
I am doing black cherry White Claw.
There you go. All right, I got the Modelo today. I ended up getting a bunch of Modelo for because we went out to my parents' cabin or my family's cabin. Look at this Santa Clara, bro. Who was number 11? Tell me that's Steve Nash? I knew it, dude. That's classic, bro.
You know who gave me this jersey?
Huh?
Savage motherfucking C.
Why did Savage give that jersey up?
He
It
gave
doesn't
it
fit him anymore?
to me.
It probably doesn't fit him anymore. That's probably why I gave it to you, bro. Because if it's fitting you, it doesn't fit him, dude.
Dude, Sav keeps he keeps hitting me up about this fucking action hero list, dude. And I'm like, he doesn't like I have to like think about the action hero list with like respect and time. Like
Yeah.
I keep like he wants to know what I have, but it's like, dude, like I have to do my homework. I have to like rethink about movies that I've watched. I just can't pull this shit out my back pocket, dude.
This is how boring life is now because we're COVID-19, stay at home, shelter in place, all that crap. Me and my buddies, we just been throwing out random lists like top 10 action heroes, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what we're talking about.
I want to do a top 10 porno star list.
There you go. You should start that one. You have to give a bunch of options though. You have to give like the 10. You have to rank the 10.
Well, you know who my number one is. It's gonna have to be that lovely lady named Rachel Starr, just because I don't know why I've always had the biggest crush on her.
Well, you made a song about her.
Well, yeah, that too. And then I did a song about Rachel Rocks too as well.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
and then she heard that song. She hit me in my DM on my Twitter years ago. I was super happy.
Was it Rachel Starr that did, right?
Well,
They both did?
Rachel Starr hit me up on MySpace. That's how long ago it was. And Rachel Rocks hit me up on Twitter. Shout out to Rachel Rocks. She does the same thing too. She does a little horror movie stuff. So
yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I ended up
Yeah.
subscribing to her channel too. So might as well. Dad watches horror movies. Might as well just subscribe to all the horror channels out there. You know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. But dude, it's good to see you, bro. Glad you're back safe from the continuous drinking, continuous eating, and continuous sun that we deal with all day yesterday.
Dude, I have so much chicken. I have tri-tip. I have, I know. J-Stack sees it. Hey, who is it, though? J-Stack. Who?
There's only one person that came out of Santa Clara that was worth anything, bro.
Come on, J-Stack. I know he's going to drop his name down.
He'll drop it. It'll take a while.
Oh, he did it.
Of course. How could you not get it? How could you not get it?
Shout out to Savage C.
Nice, bro. Hey, good choice, dude. You can't see what I'm wearing, bro, but I got the Michael Jackson Thriller, bro.
Oh, there you go.
So, but anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation, shall we?
We are going to talk about the movie Crawl.
Yes, we are. So that came out recently in 2019. Sam Raimi, right? Isn't it? It is. Yeah. Sam Raimi was one of the producers, bro.
And then the director is the same guy that directed Piranha 3D. He directed High Tension. I think he directed that Mirrors movie with Kiefer Sutherland. That was a good one. That was a sleeper.
Yeah, I liked Mirrors, actually. It's on my top one of my lists, man. It's on my horror movies that you should watch list for sure.
God,
He did High Tension?
I'm so sick of hearing about lists.
All these lists.
What if someone who had a lisp tried to say that they wanted a list and you couldn't understand if they were saying lisp or list?
That even makes it all worse, bro. Why would we even want to do that?
That would be asking like a person who had a really bad stuttering problem to tell them what does a chainsaw sound like, or what does a sprinkler sound like.
Then they would nail it then, bro. They'd be too good at it.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, I wonder how our conversation went to where we just about to talk about Crawl to people with lisps and stutters.
All right, so who's the director of this movie, Crawl?
Well, you said it was the same director as High Tension and Mirrors, right?
Yeah, Asia something.
Alexandre Asia.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
AJA. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right.
Dude, his movie High Tension gave me legit nightmares.
That's a good movie, man. You introduced me to that movie way back in the day.
Yeah, but
I have it on DVD, original DVD.
Do you remember in the beginning of High Tension, it's got the villain? Oh, speaking of villains, I need to put that guy in my top 10 villain list.
There you go.
I don't know.
No one will know who he is.
Yeah, he's the mysterious guy. Do you remember in the beginning of the movie High Tension?
Yeah.
Same director who directed Crawl, which we will get into in just a few seconds or minutes.
Just the hair.
Remember, he's all, Monsieur, Monsieur. You're like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? He's in his truck and he's like, Monsieur. And then he fucking, bro, you see him fucking basically, he has a chopped off girl's head. And then he's like giving himself a blowjob from a fucking chopped off head. And then he just throws the head outside like he's done with it.
That was one of the uncut. That was one of the scenes that were cut from the movie. You only can see that in the uncut version.
Oh, good knowledge.
Yeah.
Good knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the whole chainsaw thing too, where she goes through the windshield with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
That was all cut. That was only on the uncut scene too.
Oh, well, I only saw High Tension.
I've only seen the uncut version. I've never seen the non, so I don't know. But that's what I heard.
Do you remember? We keep talking about High Tension. Do you remember? I remember that scene. Yes, that scene was fucking crazy. And then she has that one scene where she puts on her headphones and then she starts fucking, going to finger bang town. And she like starts getting all fucking like. She gives herself like an orgasm, and then she doesn't know that the guy's in the cornfield. But anyways, let's talk about Crawl because
different movie. Well, hey, it's fine because same director directed High Tension, and now we're going to his latest release, Crawl, 2019, just came out. I'll read what it's about here, kind of the little overview. So it says, they were here first. When a huge hurricane hits her hometown in Florida, Haley ignores evacuation orders to look for her father. After finding him badly wounded, both are trapped by the flood. With virtually no time to escape the storm, to discover that rising water levels are the least of their problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, reading that, you did not know what their problem is yet. But looking at the cover, looking at the cover of the movie, you do know what their problem is.
Yes, absolutely.
Fucking alligators.
Okay, so I will say this as we go into this movie. I want to say, when you watch Crawl, you have to always go back to the comparison of the movie Jaws, because obviously Jaws is an essential horror movie, and it's basically a monster or monsters underwater that are basically killing people. And I will say this. I thought that the kills in this movie were very accurate to real alligator kills or crocodile kills because they would roll the bodies underwater.
Right.
I will say I really wished I wish they had like a scene where there would be like a severed arm in the water. It was more of you always see everything like outside. You never really got to see underneath the water. Like, you know, remember how Jaws, like whenever they would show Jaws, the attack scenes, it would be real fast, and then you'd see the shark teeth bite down, and then you'd see like a cloud of red blood, and maybe you would see like an arm, or maybe it was so fast and fucking just violent that I just kind of wanted to see that. I wanted to see a little bit of Jaws in Crawl, but again, it's two different directors, and so you know you're going to direct the way that you want. So
Right.
that is just my
Right.
little feel about the whole movie. But I'll let you keep continuing about what happens in the movie.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, we got my buddy Daniel joined. What's up, man? So,
What's up, Daniel?
anyway, this is Dad and Dinero Discussions. I'm Josh. This is Kenny. We're talking about the movie Crawl today. This is our fourth time we're doing an episode. So, just kind of told everybody what the movie's about, and now we're kind of discussing it. And I have mixed feelings just in general about this movie, but I'm not gonna jump all the way to different scenes. I kind of want to move in the way the movie moves. I was kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to make something like character development or a story behind a bunch of alligators attacking people in a flood. So, you know, you got to pull, if you're going to try to have a story behind it, you got to have a good one. And you got to have, you know, and there's no, I know you brought up Jaws, and there's no way that this movie compares to Jaws at all, which I know you agree, but I kind of want to say, keep it further apart, because Jaws is one of the beauties of filmmaking that I have ever seen. It's just everything
and I only
together.
feel like the first Jaws. First Jaws.
Oh yeah.
And that was it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. That movie is brilliant filmmaking, and it's, you know, we go into this type of horror called, I guess they call it natural horror. So, you know, it's movies like, you know, Anaconda, or was it Lake Placid, or Jaws?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got these larger than life animals attacking people, and that's what this horror movie's about. You know, you're going to survive against a bunch of alligators. It's natural horror. There's a hurricane, there's a flood, and there's alligators everywhere. So, you know, it's always hard to throw a story into this too. Like, normally if I want to see this movie, Jaws is really the only exception. But if I want to see this movie, it's like, you know what? I don't care about your swimming career. I don't care about your problems with your dad and your sister.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
In the beginning of the movie, it showed her being timed by her dad as a time trial swimmer, right? And
Right.
in the end, it was foreshadowing everything that was going to happen at the end of the movie, which essentially, spoiler alert, she saves her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was her coach, and he always knew that she was a really good swimmer. And again, they put, you know, it's a movie about an alligator or / crocodile in Louisiana, and you're underneath the water, and who knows how more to hold their breath than a fucking swimmer. So we all knew that was foreshadowing that moment.
Yes. Yeah. So you got to, you know, it's, nowadays movies feel like they have to explain everything, and that's kind of my problem with movies nowadays. I'm not saying every movie does it, but a lot of movies feel like they have to explain everything. The good thing about movies sometimes is don't explain everything, because then you can let your mind wander and you can think, okay, maybe this happened because of this. But the director or the writer, the producer, whatever, never gives up that information. But when you're explaining everything, it almost deters me a little bit, because I kind of like to have more of imagination. I guess it's more of a book reader's mind, but that's kind of
like an Alien.
My situation.
Right?
Alien? Oh yeah.
How you never see the alien until the end. and it
Yeah.
was glorious when you see the xenomorph.
Yeah, and you come to your own conclusions about shit too.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed like this movie just came to everything. It's like, oh, don't worry, we covered you here, we covered you there, we covered you there. You knew everything.
Okay,
So,
okay. Did you do the same thing that I did? Because how many flares does she have? Because I was watching the movie and I'm like, bitch, how many fucking flares do you have? You have a flare here, you have a flare there. It's like, where are you keeping these flares? Because every time I see you swim, I don't see them sticking out your pants. And all of a sudden, at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, she picks up her dad. Her dad has her arm fucking cut off. He's fucking almost dying. And then all of a sudden, they're on top of the roof and she's got a flare. Like, where the fuck did you get the flare? Like, I had to question the intelligence of the director with that move, because you're in Louisiana in a fucking storm. How the fuck do you have, I counted at least 4 or 5 flares. Like, how do you, I can't even fit one flare in my pocket.
dude, I only have one flare in anywhere. I have one flare, and it's in my car. Like, dude, who keeps a bunch of flares all over the place?
I know, that was so stupid. That was so dumb. I was like, what the fuck? Who has, like, really? You're going to hit us with the flare at the end of the movie when you almost got chopped in half by an alligator? Like, where the fuck was this flare? Was it like, did you have like a secret keychain that was like, you know, like the old school belts that used to have the chain and it would link to your fucking, your pant fucking, your belt line or whatever? Like, did she have some secret belt line chain with like 15 flares?
Yeah, dude, she had like workout pants on. You can't fit a flare in there, let alone 5.
Man. I will say this director had no mercy on anybody. When that little kid was in the gas station looking at those hot dogs on the fucking, on that little hot, like the hot rollers.
Yeah.
Like the hot dog, like just glistening, like it's still glistening. He's like, ooh. He tries to get one of those pretty hot dogs, and then his ass gets fucking chomped. Dude, that kid got killed bad, bro. Fucking, like, bad. I was like, wow. Like, he had no, like, he doesn't give a fuck about everybody is a victim in this movie, even kids. I was, like, shocked. I was like, he doesn't give no fucks about no kid.
See, that's a thumbs up I would give for this movie, is that the kill scenes and the way it happened and the kill sequences were good, and that's what kept me going. But yeah, but my favorite scene is when those people were looting that gas station and they all just got ripped apart. That was a great scene.
That was a great one. Another great scene was when the cops come, the 2 cops. And then one of the swings is like, it's like, I don't know if an alligator is stuck on it, and then it gets unstuck, and then, dude, those cops fucking get it. Man, that second cop gets fucking, that was a really good kill scene when it was like 4 different alligators, and they just bit him at every single angle and just pulled him apart.
Right. That was good. And you had the overhead camera too, so you can see like on top.
But again, I think they could have done that scene way better and way more shock value.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's like presenting you a really good looking pizza, and then when you take a bite out of it, it sucks. There
you go.
So we can all agree that when, so that one kill scene in Crawl when the cop gets torn to shreds. All 4 angles. Very good scene. It could have been way better, and I was disappointed. So like I said, it's like somebody giving you a really good-looking pizza, and then you take a bite into it, and it's like,
Right.
Fuck you. How you fuck up pizza?
Yeah. Also, the entire movie, it was pretty much filmed like in that house or around that house. I was thinking it was going to be more of like, more of a setting rather than just one spot. You know, they're stuck underneath the house as the water floods in. The dad ended up getting attacked by an alligator underneath his house. His daughter was looking for him, trying to get him out of this hurricane, and discovers that he's down there. They discover there's alligators down there with them, and they can't get out. as the water keeps rising underneath their house. And so eventually they get out and they end up going to the top of the house. They keep going up and up levels and stuff like that. That's this entire movie. It's all basically in one house and maybe the across the street or in the backyard. That's it. There's nowhere else except for the beginning. So
I did. Okay,
I thought I was dragging on a little too much at the beginning for me.
I did. There's a certain.
All right, Daniel, take it out, bro. Peace out, bro.
Later, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Next week we'll have a really good one too.
Yeah.
I just think, all right, here's my thing about Crawl. Okay, in a nutshell, I think that they should have gone way more Jaws route than the way that he did it. Yeah, I'm glad that you kept it real with, like, you're biting somebody, you're doing the spin twirl like an alligator does, but they didn't show a kill scene underwater. Like, they didn't show, it was always like on top, and it looked like the blood was like hella computerized. It didn't look blood in real water. It looks chummy. It looks like you can see it. Like, this felt that they cut hella corners. It was all same spot. A plus note, the director didn't fuck about kids. Like, little kid got it at the 7-Eleven mark. But one thing that I did, what I was very worried about, because I was like, man, if this director doesn't give a fuck about no kids, how the fuck is he gonna, like, there was that dog. Do you remember the dog that she had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You're buffering. We got a buffer problem.
Worried about the dog, but the dog was safe the whole time. I was like worried. Right. I was like, well, if this guy doesn't give a fuck about a kid, damn, dude, they keep showing this dog, because her dog was cute. Like, her dog was like this little part of the movie where it's like they got this soft spot, like, oh, everybody loves dogs, and I love dogs. We all love dogs, but like the way that he filmed it, I thought the dog was gonna get eaten by a fucking crocodile, but it never happened.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Yeah, no, I thought that too. So, but I'm I'm gonna go and bring up a few, like, small little things that I noticed.
All right, hold that thought. I'm gonna turn my fan on. I need to refuel.
All right. Yeah, it's hot, man.
Dude, it's hella hot.
Right. Thank you all for joining. If you didn't know, this is Dad and Dinero Discussions. We do this probably every week and a half to 2 weeks. This is our fourth one. We're discussing the movie Crawl that we recently watched. What we do is we discuss movies that we recently watched. And so this was my choice, Crawl. Next week, next one, Kenny will choose what we watched, and then we'll discuss it on Instagram Live. I'll then put this on Instagram TV, IGTV, and I'll put it on my YouTube channel, Dad Watches Horror Movies. If you haven't subscribed to that, please do so. Dad Watches Horror Movies on YouTube. You can just search that. I'm #1 right there. Or you can go to my description on Instagram right now, my horror movie dad description, and check it out there. And this will be posted there in a few days. So basically that's what we've been doing. We're discussing Crawl, and these are all spoiler alerts. So if you don't want to know what's happening in Crawl, then plug your ears, but you can still keep watching our faces. Maybe our faces might make you happy. I don't know, during these stupid times.
I'm back.
And he's back. So yeah, I think I got my little spiel in before you came back about what's going on and what we do. So, which is good.
Quick sponsor of the night.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked out my music, my name is Dinero, and I don't know if you can see this. Oh shit, there it is.
You got the glare a little bit. There you go.
If you guys want physical copies, holler at your boy. But boom, 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 it's the real deal. And yeah, you can go ahead and click the link in my bio, and you can listen to all my music on Spotify. So let's get back to it.
Yeah, Dinero, Dinero on Spotify. Good music. He's got. I don't know how many albums you have. About 8.
I got at least 8 or 9.
Okay, there you go. So, and that's why we do it. You know, you got me coming from a horror movie dad angle. Got Kenny coming from from rap/hip hop angle. Plus, we've been friends for a long time. Since high school, we lived really close together, and, you know, we're almost 40 now. So it's crazy. We've come a long way. So,
God, I hate hearing that.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's reality, bro. I got kids now. It's crazy, bro. I can't even think about that.
Dude, I know. You know what? You know what's crazy is that as us being 38 now, it's like maybe when we're 40, it'll be back to normal, which is terrible.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know.
Dude, just roll. We just got to roll with it, dude. Just roll with it. Be happy,
Right,
happy, be generous, be thankful, and we're good, man. We'll get through this shit.
So what was your spiel? You said you wanted to talk about.
Oh, no, but my spiel was I was just talking about what we do while you went out and got your drink. But back to the movie Crawl, I have like a few small things that I kind of wrote down while I was watching it. So, few things that I noticed, okay, which is dumb, and I'm gonna say it anyway. When they showed the house and they showed the for sale sign on the house, and the house said in escrow, okay, on top, and I was like, okay, the house is in escrow. That means this house, basically, someone decided to buy it, and that's it. We're just waiting, you know. And then it goes into the house, and the house is completely like not ready at all. Like there's holes in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Leaking water, then there needs to be paint, there's electrical work. I'm like, bro, if this was in escrow, this shit would have been done already.
See?
So, all right.
No.
There's my little gripe there, okay?
Who did the inspection? Stevie Wonder?
Right? Where's the inspections at, okay? So there's one little gripe. But, dude, the house was a piece of shit. And but then it went back to the end where the dad said, you know, I didn't really want to sell the house, blah, blah, blah. So maybe he was dragging his feet after he got something. So that kind of did it then. But when I saw it to begin with, I'm like, no way this house is in fucking escrow because it would have been way better. But there's another scene right at the beginning. They're underneath the house. And she first sees there's an alligator chase.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah,
hold on. Ellie Von Grimm says, you can buy a house as is, just saying. Well, maybe
you
it
can.
Is. So
you can.
Kudos to that. That's true. So,
you can. But still, I've never done that.
Maybe it wasn't Stevie Wonder as the real estate agent or did the underwriting.
Yeah, you can buy a house as is for sure. But
that is true. Isn't that called? Hold on. Isn't that called the Money Pit house?
Yeah.
Remember the movie Money Pit with
Tom Hanks.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was in that.
All right, so keep going.
So another thing that just made me laugh though is she was swimming away from the alligator underneath the house, and she goes this one way and she swims through all the wires. She doesn't swim through. She gets caught in all the wires. I just thought it was so funny because there was another clear way to go, but she goes to where all the wires are and she gets stuck.
Oh, of course, every horror movie has.
It's great, and I was like, yes, like I'm so happy. There's a dumb horror moment because you don't get dumb horror moments in newer movies.
Hold on. I thought you said a dumb horror movement. Wait, hold on.
Horror moment, a dumb horror moment, not a dumb horror moment.
Okay. I thought you said dumb horror movement, like she was a
dumb horror movement.
Oh my god, dude! Hence the Geico commercial that is one of my favorite Geico commercials. And they're like, you either go this way or you go into the creepy old barn house with the fucking chainsaws hanging.
Yeah.
Do you remember that commercial where there's like chainsaws?
Yeah, the
hanging,
Geico
like,
one.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't know. Let's go here.
Yeah.
All right. So.
And you know who I think had a hand in that is Sam Raimi, bro, because that guy's old school, and I love seeing new horror movies, but then you have that stupid horror movie moment, and it never gets old. I love the poor decision making and the obvious.
Well,
this
hold on.
bad
let's
and this way's
back.
good.
Let's go way back, okay, to Sam Raimi and to poor decision making. Because he's the only director to have made two movies called Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2, and they were basically the same fucking movie. And Bruce Campbell does the same thing in both fucking movies. So, hey, if you can do it with that, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Dude, he made the same movie twice, and they're both excellent movies.
I know.
It's crazy. He's the only one who can ever do that. He's like, oh, wait, I got a bigger budget. I could have made Evil Dead way better, so let's call this one Evil Dead 2 and have it the same story, but now I have more money.
Genius. He's a genius for doing that. Why not make a movie, right, that is good, and then you get way more money, and then you make the same movie way better and just call it just the sequel?
That's good, dude.
Evil Dead video game?
Oh, yeah.
On what?
I played the original on PlayStation. The first original one on PlayStation, it was Hail to the King.
On the PS1?
PS1, there was an Evil Dead game, Hail to the King.
Okay, and then what was the next one?
There was another one called, on PS2, it was called like a fistful of boomstick or something like that.
And did they have Bruce Campbell as like...
Yeah, Bruce Campbell does all the voices for all of them.
Jesus Christ. You know the PS5 has backwards compatibility with every single fucking PlayStation game that ever came out. You know that, right?
You told me that a while ago, and I almost shit my pants because I got all my old games, and I would love for that to happen.
I know. I'm super. I don't care what all my coworkers are like. Oh, I'm not gonna buy a PS5 because when you get the new PS5, it's gonna fucking have a bunch of glitches and it's gonna break down on you. No, hell no. My ass is getting a PS5 right when it comes out.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
There we go. So I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
Remember the gas station scene? You know, they're looting the gas station during the flood. They're on the boat, and the alligators are lurking. Yeah, they're stealing the ATM machine, and then the younger kid is in there just randomly grabbing shit like chips and magazines and food, and he's like having a good time. So I wanted to ask you, if you were in that situation in that liquor store, what would you take? Like you got to take it quickly. What are you going for? And it's like a 7-Eleven. Think of like you've seen it what a 7-Eleven looks like.
Okay, I would
gas station store. What are you grabbing?
I'll tell you exactly what I do. I get the biggest. I would get the shareable size of nacho cheese Doritos, and I get like at least 3 of them. And then I would get a big gulp. I would get a big gulp cup, but instead of filling it with ice and soda, I would see if they have a nacho cheese dispenser, and I would fill the big gulp full of all of nacho cheese. And
you're just going in the moment.
Motherfucker.
You're going in the moment. So what is going to make you happy right now? That's what you're doing.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, bro. Big gulp of nacho cheese.
Just like the nacho cheese that they serve at Fuddruckers. That nasty, hot, just
the pump
manufactured fucking who knows what's inside of it, but that
in a plastic bag. They probably get it out of a big ass plastic bag and
and they just pour it in there. Yeah, that's what I would get. And then alcohol, obviously alcohol. But I would just have to see, what I'm gonna wash it down with. But yeah, that's what I would get.
Okay, that's what you would get.
Those hot dogs. Fuck those glistening fucking hot dogs on those rollers. I know they look good, but that shit is nasty as fuck. And here I am talking about nacho cheese, but no, I will never ever eat a fucking hot dog from 7-Eleven because that is. Ugh. They look like wild animals locked up in a cage.
All right, good answer. I like the answer.
So what are we okay? So what other things? Okay, another moment in Crawl that was kind of stupid was when she went through that the main like sewage line on the bottom, and then she goes into she goes into like their habitat, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has like a habitat, and it's like. It was like, dude, did you really have to show the fucking alligator eggs with the little fucking alligators? Oh, like, I was like,
right. Why are you showing the little alligator babies? Who cares?
I know. What the hell are the alligator babies gonna do? Like you went into mom's habitat, and now and then she had and then she grabs the cop's gun, okay, and she like I don't know. I thought it was stupid. Like I don't know that part of the movie I could have skipped.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. And dude, I got way claustrophobic in that. I'm a claustrophobic guy, and when she's in that tube swimming underwater, I was like, oh man. So, but I guess it leads to her being the swimmer. But one scene that I was just like dumbfounded by is where the dad gives her the pep talk. He's like, you can go get that boat, because the boat over there at the gas station, he's like, you can get it. You're alpha, blah, 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 give her a pep talk that she can go swim to get this boat. Okay. And it shows her start swimming, and she freaking outswims an alligator.
The alligator.
I'm sorry. Michael Phelps would not outswim an alligator. In his prime, when he won all those goddamn gold medals, go throw Michael Phelps in a swamp and say, swim away from this alligator. Sorry, you're dead. I don't care how fast you are. But then she gets into the boat, and she turns it on, and she's all like way into herself, all hyped up. And what did she say? She says some cheesy ass one-liner like "alpha all day," and then she starts driving off. I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrible."
Yeah, that was definitely a moment where you had to question the director's writing, or I guess he didn't write it. Whoever wrote the movie, you have to question.
Whatever. It's a horror movie. You get shit like that. Like, there's no way someone would survive that, and they do, which I understand. But hey, we got a riff on it, right? So.
You know what I will do after watching Crawl, because it's an alligator horror. It's not a slasher, because like you said, it's a more natural habitat horror movie with a bunch of natural shit. Okay.
Like a creature feature. So
I want to watch Lake Placid again, just so I can compare Lake Placid to Crawl. Because right now I'm leaning towards, just because, and I remember watching Lake Placid a while ago. But I think Lake Placid may have been a better movie. But I
think so too. I think so too. This one, but the only thing that kept me going with this were the alligator kills, and that was it. Everything else, I was like, dude, come on. The story behind it all. I was, the same house setting, not moving settings around. I thought for sure they'd be going around Florida or something like that, but just staying in the same place. It was, I wasn't too taken by it. So, and the backstory I didn't really care for the characters too much. It was so, but hey, what's that guy's, the dad's name? Something Pepper. I think his last name's Pepper or whatever.
Man, I have no idea. I can't even remember the guy's name. All I know is that she had a ridiculous amount of flares, and it's like, who the fuck has that many flares in a movie? Like, I saw her light up like 4 flares, especially at the end of the movie. And it's like, come on, dude. Like really? The flares were like this big, and like, I never saw a flare on the side of her. So where the fuck is she pulling out these flares? Her dad didn't have it, certainly, because his dad only had one arm. Who's his dad? An armless dad? Oh, here, take this flare.
Okay, 2 more. There's a lot of. I'm looking at my notes. That's why you keep seeing me look over, because I wrote these things down because I knew I wouldn't remember them. But here's like other problems that I found.
Other problems of the movie. So okay, hold on. Yeah. So Alexandre Aja was the director, right?
Yeah.
Is it Aja?
AJA. However you say it.
Okay. Yeah. Mirrors was really good.
I like Mirrors.
Kiefer Sutherland. High Tension was really, really good.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
High Tension was a slasher film of a psychopath,
hardcore slasher,
and fucking hardcore psychopath in overalls with like weird red hair, like weirdo motherfucker, dude. And that guy killed people. I have never seen anybody decapitate someone's head with a desk. He decapitated someone's head with a fucking desk. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, what the? I mean, I know I could push a desk hard, but to decapitate someone's head with a desk, like through a door, like that is some psychopath shit, and that is like superhero strength, superhero strength. But anyways, I thought the director would have done a way more better job at being gory, and I don't know, man. Like I'm interested to see what you have as the final score of the movie, because I want to hear yours first before I give you mine.
Right. Okay. So I'm looking at our time now. We got 10 minutes. I think Instagram live only gives you an hour and then it cancels you. So we'll try to get this in the next 10 minutes so we don't go, so I don't get cut off here. But if I'm going out of 10, I'm probably gonna end up giving Crawl like a 6, maybe a 7. I might go to 7.
Out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah. I'll move up to 7 just because I liked I like Barry Pepper as an actor, and I like Sam Raimi, and some of the alligator. There's a few sequences that I enjoyed, so I'll move it up to a 7.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna have to give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
6.5.
So we're right around the same way.
Yeah. Only because, and this is a little truth to the fact of the matter, is that I actually watched Crawl a long time ago, but I only watched half of it because I got bored to death.
Oh, okay. So I made you watch this shit when you didn't want to watch it.
Well, no, I originally wanted to watch it, but I just think it just was like such a like where is this going? What are we doing? Like
that's exactly how it was.
Yeah. So I definitely want to watch Lake Placid again. That's for damn sure. Because I think if I watch Lake Placid, I think my alligator horror movie genre will be like fulfilled. Like, yeah, that's how you fucking kill somebody as an alligator in a horror movie.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
When did Lake Placid come out?
I think that was in the 90s, man. I can do a quick look right now.
Do that. Do this fact check.
Yeah.
I want to say 2001.
Okay. Oh, so you're going in the 2000s. I'm saying in the 90s. Here we go. Lake Placid. Oh, dude, 1999.
Whoa. Wasn't Jack Black in that movie?
Let's see who was in it, man. Okay, Lake Placid cast. No Jack Black.
Okay, for some reason.
Bill Pullman, Bridget Fonda, Oliver Platt, Brandon Gleeson. So, but here I'll go. I'm gonna jump into the.
All right, hold on. Before you go, are you down? I'm gonna do a K Dinero. Okay, so usually you wait and you give me about 15 minutes, right? So you can upload everything, right? Will you be able to do like a little half an hour K Dinero live?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that next for sure. So, but I think we got like 5-6 more minutes, but I want to bring up 2 things about this and see. So, do you remember they're upstairs and the water keeps rising? So now they're upstairs. And
yes. Is it the shower scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's getting away. How she hides. She sees the alligator, jumps to the bathroom. She goes into the shower. They have one of those sliding glass door showers.
The crocodile will crash that shit.
Dude, the crocodile she goes in the shower and closes it, and the crocodile can't get her. The crocodile doesn't mow that thing over.
And then stupid.
Then she jumps over the top of it, and the crocodile's
like, oh, gotcha.
Alligator, excuse me, very different things. An alligator, and she closes the alligator, and the alligator's stuck in the shower?
That was so stupid.
That was
so stupid.
Right when I saw that, I was like, dude, is this movie over?
I mean, look, how big was the alligator? Had to have been like 15 feet, 400, fucking half a ton. Like, that is like breaking through fucking paper mache.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't understand that. And then You know what? Just because I'm kind of angry about that scene, I'm moving down to a 6. By the way, right now, I just decided 6.
Damn. Oh shit.
And then the last scene, you know, they get up. The spoiler alert, as you know, they're up on the top of the roof. They shoot the flare, and then they hear a helicopter. Okay, there's a hurricane. Helicopters are not going to fly in a hurricane. There's no way a pilot would go, oh, let's go save people during this hurricane. No way. That helicopter is going to be flying all over the place. But they get saved, and they get pulled up a rope, and they're not even moving. My dude, is a hurricane. All right. Those are my last 2 gripes.
All right. Well, there we have it. We have another Dad and Dinero discussions about the movie Crawl. I think I want to do the next movie for Maniac, but I'm gonna put that on hold because I want to see what else is out there. So that's 50-50.
All right, yeah, let me know. Shoot me a text, and once we know what we're doing, I'll let everybody know that this is what we're going to discuss next, and we'll be good, man. I'll be excited to hear what you have for me.
All right, real quick before this ends,
yeah.
What was your favorite meal yesterday from your barbecue?
So, my favorite meal from barbecue. There was a lot of good meals. Okay, so we had chicken wings, we had taco salad, we had linguiça, we had tri-tip. But if I had to choose a favorite, carne asada even, I'm probably, and then we had pork belly burnt ends.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go with that, smothered in like a barbecue sauce.
Oh, my brother had the same thing.
I'm gonna go with those.
Essentially pork belly.
Yeah.
Bacon, but it's like super thick. It's like just super thick bacon.
And it's it's very smooth.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, dude,
you gotta let me, and that's it. Then we'll move on to your live, bro.
Okay. So yesterday for me would be I did chicken thighs that I marinated in garlic, herb, lemon, pepper seasoning. Okay. And I ferociously sprinkled that garlic, herb, and lemon pepper on chicken thighs like a true absolute boss. I took Yoshida's marinade just slightly because it's very salty. I just drizzled a little bit on that, and then like I took the chicken, and then I was like boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. I shook it inside, whoo, 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 and then I fucking let it sit for a day because you want to let it sit for a little while, and then I cooked that, and that was really good. Justin actually cooked a very, very good tri-tip, and
good for him.
Kathleen seasoned it, and Justin cooked it to the T. And Kathleen actually brought a meat thermometer, and she made sure that the meat was at 120, or I forget how many degrees it was. I think 120 degrees for the meat, but I could be wrong. But it came out really well, really, really well, and it was good, man. I had a great time. It was Kathleen's brother came, Vince. Justin Crowley was there. It was me. Yeah, it was a great time, man.
Good for you, bro. Glad you had a good time, man. You deserve it.
And just to let everybody know, Justin Crowley is a descendant to Aleister Crowley. So look Aleister Crowley up. Look up his Wikipedia, and you'll know who the Crowley family is.
There we go. Leave you with a fact. So,
all right, my guys.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This was Dad and Dinero Discussions. We just discussed Crawl. We don't worry if you missed it. This is going to be up on IGTV in a little bit. I'm going to start working on it, put it up on IGTV, and then I'll be on YouTube in the next couple days on my YouTube channel, Dad Watches Horror Movies.